I want to give to beginner and intermediate level players something really simple but effective, so they could work on your game when you have a limited time or you don't want to complicate your stuff doing some complicated drills. So I want to present you one red drill where basically you put the red, you make position for the black or the pink, and you spot the red in between pink and black, somewhere in between. Okay? So the principle is that you do a same red from the same position for the couple of minutes, and once you get comfortable with that, you move the red to different positions. So second point is going to be here. I'm going to put the red and respot the black. Then I'm going to put the red over here. Of course, Cubo is going to start from here. And last, fourth point, I'm going to make red ball being here. And the reason is why I'm putting one red drill, because very often reds are in these positions and you have to be comfortable making proper position for the black or pink and controlling Cubo. So I start with the red in between pink and black. And also what I'm going to do, I'm going to say where exactly I want to land the Cubo. So for example, ideally, I want to land the Cubo right here. So you're kind of putting with your Q-tip where you want to be. And after that, I want to be again here. So basically you're learning shot selection and you're learning being decisive what exactly you want to do with the Cubo. So I'm just gonna drop in the red. And I'm gonna respot. If the plan is not working 100%, it's still okay. You're still gonna have plan B. And right now, I want to put black ball over there and ideally make position over here. So you're learning exact shot selection, and for the beginning intermediate players, that's priceless, really, really important, and you have to work on that. And you sort of spot the black ball to the spot. And you continue. And right now, I have slide cut, left cut. So probably the Cubo is gonna stop here. So you just always decisive, always clear what you want to do. And the reason why I want to be here, because after that, I can go with topspin over here to the same position where the Cubo is right now, or standing and go here. And I know that the drill looks simple, but you will be surprised how many situations you will have in the real game situations, and that will help you to make 16, 24, fair to break, something like that. And I respot again. And so far I play around the pink. And for example, I didn't get the Cubo where I wanted. I wanted to be here. And now I have a little bit less options. So here I have options. I can play a little bit more powerful stroke and get here, or I can play two cushions, 1, 2, and get here. So that's really important, because in real game situations, not always situations are ideal. Very often you miss the Cubo and you have to kind of recover. And play from here. Now, if you're tired of playing for black ball, you can also test ideas on the pink. So now I will stun run, and ideally I want to be here. Got a little bit too much on the Cubo. I wanted to be here, but that's okay. And I just continue until I miss the shot. So here I have a couple of options. I can kind of drag it and make position right here, and then I could go that side, or I can play off cushion and get here. So it's a personal preference, but I think for that angle, I think I need to stun it and play a delicate shot. Which I played decent shot. When you play a different range of shots, sometimes it's really good to look around the table where exactly you want to be. So for example, ideally I want to be here, so I could go and play screw back again for the red. So I'm gonna play a delicate soft screw. Got a little bit too thin on the pink, which I'm gonna cut over there. And again, walk around the table. Have this habit in your mind, because that's gonna help you with the positional play big time, especially when you're under pressure, when your mind is not working 100%. And so on, so on. So I showed an example from this red ball position in between pink and black, and using pink and black examples. So here now I'm gonna change position, and I'm gonna play from here, and always the red is gonna be respotted to the same position. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna have a little bit soft screw back. And you see, because I wasn't focused, I missed the shot. And that happens even on professional level. And I just want to give you an example that you have to have a clear intent what exactly you want to do. So instead of talking, I have to just take a 1 second pause before I walk into the shot, and just make sure that you're calm and collected. Now I walk in. And before the shot, I was really much more focused than before. So make sure that every single shot is focused, calm, and collected. Here I got a very interesting angle. And in this case, I have a couple of options. I can play top right, and the angle is gonna go like that. Or I can play more top spin, and it's gonna go that. So because the angle is pretty straight, and I don't want to power too much, I will play with touch of right hand side, so I could move cube a little bit more. And the good point about the attack size is that you will get interesting choices, interesting shots. And didn't play the great shot, but I have ability to recover. I play for the pink. And this is what I do in my mentorship programs. When a player messes a position and he doesn't have clear choices what he wants to do next, I help players with the positional play, with the technical side, with the tactical side. And if you want to know more about mentorship program, press the link below in the description, and you can read more about the program. So let's go again. Now I want to play off the cushion, and ideally for the pink here. Again, I didn't got the ideal position which I wanted, but here is a great opportunity to learn something new. So I'm gonna play the shot. And got a little bit too much left-hand side, which teaches me that on that particular shot and on this particular table, I have to play a little bit more delicate. And here's a kind of recovery shot where I have to play soft drag, so the pink ball goes slowly, and I drop in here. So again, intention is very, very important. You can come across the table, say I want to be ideally here, because that helps play natural angle for the black. And just make sure that you pot the ball. If you don't pot the ball, it's okay. It's a positional play practice. Once again, was very close not to have a position, but the position is very good. And now I'm gonna finish the cycle and make position for the black. And this time, because last time I got too strict, I want to be here so I could play off cushion for the red. And it's a simple one red drill. You don't need many balls, and you will learn lots of shots off cushion, playing with spin, playing for the pink and black, that kind of stuff. So here I will spot the red, and I will show you the angle. It's about here, and now it's a basic off cushion position here, and we're gonna stop there. Just like that. And okay, then you go to other side. And the reason why you go for other side, because when you start from here, and you play from here, the stance angle, how you walk into the shot is a little bit different. You have to be stretching out as a right hand player and opposite for the left hand player. So even it looks like a similar shot but opposite side, but you have to work on both table sides and make sure that you always have angle for the next shot. Here I have choices. I can play for the black, of course, get position here, or I can basically stun it and get here. So it's, you can play both ways. So since I was talking about the uncomfortable position, you're working to walk into the shot from that table side, keeping your head totally straight on the line. And that's it. Okay, you see, I missed the shot. And when you miss the shot, you can repeat and make sure that after you miss the shot, you play a successful shot. So you could have this in your memory bank that you're doing something good. And I probably played not really comfortably on that shot. So I'm gonna play a little bit firmer. Okay, if you miss again, it's okay. It's all about body positioning. So check the angle, go back. I wasn't feeling 100% confident with my stance, so make my stance a bit wider. Now I see the thinner part of the red, which related to how I stand to the shot. It's a little bit more open. And now I played a good shot. And the last one, behind the black spot, probably from the potting perspective, the most complicated one. I'm gonna start from this. And of course, most of the shots you're gonna play around the black, but you just have to make sure that you're always above the black ball spot from this side or that side. And if you get here, you are in the deep trouble, and it's gonna be a really hard task to recover, because I have to play the best possible scenario is to play extremely high red, and then you have a difficult red. But for recovery shot purposes, you can try to pot that ball and come back for the red, which is manageable in this situation. Luckily, I played a good recovery shot. Here you have a couple of options. You can drop in, get position right here, where you can play screw back once again here, so thinking 2 or 3 shots ahead. And here's a simple screw back shot with little angle for the black, and we're gonna finish. Okay guys, so I showed you 4 different positions how you can use single red. You can use from in between pink and black. This is position number 1. Position number 2 would be in one line with the black from this side, then fair position from here, and the last position is from here. So this is like a one single red brick building drill, which often used in the brick building situations almost every frame, and really recommend to practice, especially for beginner and intermediate players, to work on that and improve your cue ball control, focus, and brick building skills. If you have any questions in the comment section, please let me know. I will answer them. Your comments mean a lot, and see you soon in the next video.